Live. Hi, everyone. This is a very special episode of. It has no name, so fuck it. Let's call it Derek. A very special episode of Derek here tonight. I'm Derek. This is Derek, and that's Derek. And Derek just left. The second we started, he left. There, he's back now. Derek? Derek? Why did you intentionally do that?
Oh, sorry.
Derek! That's Derek! Oh, that Derek. But yeah, us Dereks are going to go and just talk bullshit. We'll have something in the background just to keep you fucking ADHD motherfuckers happy. But this ain't about visuals, it's about verbal, and I'm verbally telling you to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the links down below, maybe throw me some money so I can pretend to like you like a common whore. Now, we have gotten all the basics out of the way. Teddy / Derek, what were you talking about, Duster? Something about cleaning devices.
Well, so we got Raisin Girl here, right? Raisin Girls. Hello. Are you here?
Yeah, hello. I am here. Are you here?
Yeah. Your sound. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Now I can hear you.
Yay.
A nice hearty laugh. A strong laugh. I like that.
I would see it as a cackle myself. She's got a bit of a good cackle going on.
Is that a cackle? They're trying just.
There is a cackle.
There's a cackle. She rather is proud of her cackle, so don't let her have this.
I have many modes, even for laughs.
Yeah, I like it. I like a nice strong laugh. I can see she enjoys, right?
Joy.
Grabs life by the balls and takes that joy, right?
Yeah.
Stress ball.
Every last drop.
Squeeze it out. Squeeze that joy out of life. God damn it.
Smack that joy out a little bit. Wiggle it. Make sure it's all out of the tip.
Bring the joy out of life. You got to do it.
Say that it's the biggest joy supply you've ever seen, even if it's a lie.
But yes, what you were asking about, what I was going to say before the show started, I was talking about VHS tape cleaner solution. It's actually amyl nitrate. It is a chemical used to clean
Holy shit.
Right now,
is that what we used to spray in there?
It is, yeah. It's the chemicals they use to clean VHS tapes and the mechanisms inside, right? It's also something you can huff, and it's useful for sex. Apparently, I haven't huffed it. I'm not a huffer, but these things are called.
I had to look that up after Fear and Loathing. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, they do poppers.
Yeah, right. Well, amyl nitrates, VHS tape cleaner, have been sold in these porn shops for years. It's also kind of it's a symbiotic relationship with the VHS tapes and these guys who go in and jerk off to the VHS tapes because they'll like huff the poppers, and it has some kind of effect. From what I understand,
I saw them in.
It loosens muscles so that guys can take it up the ass a little.
Pretty much. It also stimulates the prostate a little bit more as well. Apparently,
stimulates the prostate. So some people say they get kind of a woo feeling. You're like, I'll just smoke weed. Thanks. I got the weed.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The Panama Canal does not condone.
I don't need to see dinosaurs or any shit.
With some inhalants, but it's really not good stuff. Most of the inhalants are bad, so I'm not gonna.
Well, look what happened to Cobes when he took Duster. He turned into a fucking vegetable, more so than normal. Duster bad.
Dude.
Duster bad?
When I was younger, somebody huffed the lighter fluid shit and died in a pizza shop. No huffing. Huffing bad, okay?
Oh, did anyone ever watch that footage of that guy in his car? He got on like the local LA news, and he was like he was high as fuck on this cleaning product, and he made this live video, and he thought he was the alderman of the fountain, and anyone who came near it, he would screech at them to get away from it in this really nice gated LA community. And he live streamed from it, but someone filmed from the outside of the car, and I think they showed it on DP back in the day. I think that's where I saw it. And this guy, because it burned through him so quickly, the buzz doesn't last very long. And he went from this extreme ecstatic high to him screeching and crying about how his girlfriend just left him. And then he just took another hit, and immediately he went back up to this highest of like Joker high level. And it's just, has anyone, who's ever actually done a drug that took you to that extreme so quickly? Because I never have.
Well, I mean, of the inhalants, I would say what's the laughing gas? What do you call that?
Oh, the stuff they give you in the dentist.
Yeah, what do you call that?
Nitrous
oxide.
That's right.
Nitrous oxide will have an immediate effect, and it's just kind of like they describe it like a whoa 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 kind of effect, like all your ears are like oh right, like the pressure's off in the room, and like your inner ears start to kind of have this whoa 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 feeling to it, right? That is it's has been for a long time called hippie crack, right? Because it's a very popular thing at Fish concerts for all these hippie kids to have these balloons and be like, and it also makes your voice sound really low because of the gas as it exits your vocal cords. Comes out
really yes,
low,
I've seen footage of this.
Yeah.
I've seen kids.
People will
say,
be like, because as they speak as you're exhaling the nitrous, it gets really low. It's like the opposite of what helium does when you inhale.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Same. The walk and the voice are funny.
Now, helium shouldn't really give you any kind of head buzz feeling. It shouldn't. If you do, then
it just makes you sound like a cartoon character.
It just makes you sound like a cartoon character. If it does give you a head buzz, then that's just you cutting off oxygen.
I was gonna say, you just need to take a fucking breath.
Yeah, take a breath. Yeah, it's not no actual chemical effect on your brain necessarily. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But back to the amyl nitrates, the poppers at
back to what matters
at the porn theater, right? This is for gay guys because they like to take it up the ass at the porn theaters,
Unlike
and
girls,
it's been around
don't
since
do that.
the 70s. Girls, I don't know that girls really do poppers.
I've met one girl who, before anyone gets snippy, was not trans, and they did take poppers, and they said that it just made them feel dizzy, but they didn't do it up the ass after. And I was like, then what's the point? And they said, I just want to see if I got high off it, and I got a little high. So, yeah. When I was in Paris, all the sex shops around the Moulin Rouge had poppers. And
yep.
I gotta go back to Paris. I hate the city so much, but I gotta go back to Paris one more time before I die, because I want to go back to the red light district, and I want to be not terrified to have a drink there. Because I was told when I got out of the cab after the airport, some guy took me aside and he just said, like the cab driver took me aside, listen, the girls here, they will come up to you, they will be very nice, and they will ask, would you like to have sex with them? And if you say no, they will say the barman will beat you up if you do not give them money. And I was terrified. I was really young and I was absolutely terrified. So I didn't go out drinking. I didn't get to experience the nightlife of Paris, only the daytime of Paris, which Paris is a shithole. So daytime or nighttime, it doesn't suck. But at least that way I could have gotten drunk.
That sounds like a load. If anybody comes up to you and tries to tell you something, that's got to be a load. I don't buy when come up to me and tell me something.
I was a fucking
Yeah.
kid. I don't. Now looking
For
back
sure.
at it, I at the most I could say I was a little too timid. You know,
Yeah.
I could have. I was on holidays. I was there to explore, and I just I if I ever go back to Paris, I really should just say fuck it and go out in the evening. And if a girl fucking hits on me and then asks, do I want to see her price? I'll be like, no, no, I don't pay for sex like that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
should be the end of it, right?
Should be. Should
Yeah.
be.
I mean, she's got
Yeah.
nothing to gain. And if honestly, if I'm told this guy's gonna beat you up if you don't give me money, I'll just fucking leave and make a scene. Like, see him throw a punch with 50 people staring, a lot with phones. Like if I have to fucking do that, or maybe I'll be so shit faced I think I can take
I've
him.
known some guys who went to Amsterdam, haven't gone myself, but they all said nothing like that. Nobody is pressuring them to pay for sex. It's there if they want it.
Mm.
I a friend of mine, he went there with the specific intent of finding someone that would let him poop on him.
That is that as someone who doesn't have that kink, I can't. I don't know the appeal, but I can imagine it's not an easy partner to find. So you're probably gonna have to
What do
pay
you
for
think
it.
about that, Raisin girl? What do you think about that?
Pooping.
That's I don't involve food
Right.
or
No. But what do you think about my buddy? He went to Amsterdam with the specific purpose of finding a chick to poop on.
He'd find her. That's for sure.
like, is that the country for it? Like, I don't.
Yep.
I would.
If you got a
My first instinct is to say maybe Germany might have been a better vacation.
they're next door. A lot of German girls work in Amsterdam.
He lined it up.
Fair
He
enough.
lined it up, right?
Well, I mean,
ahead of time.
that's dedication.
He
That's his thing.
found someone willing to do it ahead of time, right?
I mean, it's definitely dedication. If you have a thing and you're willing to like go to a whole other country
I
to
can't imagine many
fulfill
people are
something,
only
like
poop
Now-
curious.
they're all
you know?
consenting
Right.
adults.
So
I
he
don't.
wanted to poop on a chick, and she was going to rub it on herself and stuff like that, right? So he hooked it
Yay.
up with some kind of place that said they'd do it, right? And when he got there, he didn't do it though.
Oh,
I mean-
he got cold bowels, did he?
No, he didn't get cold bowels. It's apparent, according to him, that when he showed up, they had another lady there that was not the lady they had agreed on.
Oh shit!
Right?
Or lack thereof.
Right. He had chosen a woman. I guess he had seen pictures of her, and the woman who showed up was not that lady. And he's like, "Hey, what's this? What are you trying to pull?" You know what I mean?
Bait and switch.
She'll only do water sports. What sort of hack do you
somehow
take me for?
things just didn't work out, and then he called bullshit on them and wanted his money back, and then made a scene out of it. But I also suspect that my buddy may have never intended to actually do it. He just wanted to see if they would. You know what I'm saying?
All right. You obviously know him a trillion times more than I do, but that seems like a lot of steps to see if you can psych or chicken someone out. Something tells me maybe
I don't know though.
maybe if he a part of him was like telling himself that he wouldn't go through with it. He just wants to see.
He just made up an elaborate story because his butthole wouldn't relax. Mine wouldn't have been able to either.
He couldn't do it. He couldn't perform when the chips were down.
Now, a lot of men throughout history have fallen prey to
It's
that,
just
but
not
seldom when it
happening.
comes down to pooping.
Performance anxiety.
It's a private business, right? Yeah.
Well, no, he wanted
Dudes
it to
get
be a
pee
little...
shy. Like, how do you just gonna like
I am
just
that is so
poo
weird to
in the
me.
open like that?
How are I've never gotten guys being pee
Like, how does
shy.
that even like? Do you like I've seen some wild shit, but I'm just saying like. On though, like, so do you put your back on the wall? Does she lay down? Like, how do the logistics
Squatting,
of this
isn't it?
work? if you're trying to like put directly over the chick, like how do you
It would
support
make
yourself?
life a
Like, can you relax if you're in sumo mode? Like, I don't know.
I guess I would be like a chair with a hole in it,
maybe. I mean, they
or a
have.
squat.
That's a
Might take
lot
a
of
squad.
yeah,
work. That's a
technically,
lot of,
you should
lot
be
of
able to
work.
just squat and do it. I mean, we've been squatting and doing it for thousands and thousands of years. This is all, the toilet is a
Yeah,
fairly
but I
recent
was told like if you ever, I was because I've had a conversation with some of my camping buddies. Like, what like has anybody like ever in a pinch? Like, have you like, and like, so it was suggested to me that if the need ever did arise, that the easiest way would just be like to throw your back on a tree, like, and that makes complete sense to me.
Yeah.
But like, if it's in that setting, it would have to be like a wall or something.
Maybe they have a dedicated.
Do you put a tarp under that?
No,
They've
Like,
got a brown room in
do you
most
take a
brothels.
softener first? Like, what are the logistics? Tell me more.
Right, the logistics of the pooping. That's important.
Oh yeah, you can't just casually go.
I would
in.
think you'd need to take like a softener because you couldn't like you wouldn't want to like be like slow rolling it and like if the whole fantasy is some rubbing stuff like
Has
it'd
to
be like
be,
a
like-
crayon if you didn't take a softener.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's got to be preparation involved in all this.
There has to be a lot of Indian food. You know, there has to be a good amount of Indian food prior. Otherwise, or I suppose Mexican. But out there in Amsterdam, be more likely you'd find Indian food. You know, the thing is that a lot of people have these fantasies that when they'd get an opportunity to act them out, they would balk at it. Others would go ahead initially until the moment came, and then they'd balk. And a few would follow through, and those ones are the ones that you have to watch out for because. If yeah, like it's
What do you mean watch out for? Because I don't like my stuff's not that out there, right? That's like the final boss. But like,
how do you even bring that up to your partner? You
like,
take them out for a nice
anything
meal.
that I was ever like, I want to try that. Like, even if I didn't end up like I still tried it. Like, you gotta try the thing, and then like later on, you're like, that thing wasn't really for me. Like, I don't think I'll do the thing again, right? But like, you gotta try the thing. How do you know if you don't like it if you don't try the thing?
Girls offer to or suggest or propose me peeing on them, right?
Mm.
I've never actually done it, but there's been a few that have proposed it, right?
It sounds like illness to me. Like that's just unsanitary. No food, no bathroom.
Oh,
stuff,
I can do one
no.
better. The girl who wanted me to do it to her, wanted to do it in my bed, not in the bathroom, not on any tiles.
What?
And I had just turned over the fucking sheets, and we were making out, and she was like, I've got a few kinks that we haven't tried yet," and I'm like, "Okay, curious. Like, I'm open." And she's like, "I kind of want you to pee on me." And I was like, "Oh, well, not really interested, but, who knows, next time we're in the shower or something." And she's like, "No, look, right here." "Oh, no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to fucking, what? This is Egyptian cotton." Like, no, this is not going to happen.
This one girl was like, she was talking dirty to me, and she was like, "I want you to pee on my pussy." And I'm like, she didn't.
That definitely sounds like an infection.
Right.
Big old.
That is how you get a UTI.
Inbound immediately after.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is wrong with people?
You want to getting a UTI is a kink? Yes.
There are.
No.
They're called bug hunters.
No.
Yep.
Oh well, I have an antibiotic kink.
Yeah, give me some of that sweet penicillin, bad boy.
Something for everyone, folks. Something for everyone.
Oh, my kink is taking antibiotics. Yes. Okay.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna swallow my Claritin extra slowly. I'm fighting hay fever and looking sexy doing it.
I want you to pee on me. Do I have to?
You're gonna have to
No.
pee
Okay, well then I'm
eventually.
not going to.
They're gonna live.
I'm not gonna pee on you.
They'll live in the
Like,
bathroom waiting to strike.
if I don't pee on you, is that like is that going to end the evening if I don't pee on you? So, I'm gonna say probably not gonna happen.
The evening should probably end anyway.
Yeah, I think that's one hell
You're
of
dealing
a...
with someone who plays with pee for shits and giggles and fun. Like,
Is that right?
They rolled
That is how
that
an evening should
ultimate,
end.
yeah,
An
that
evening
ultimate
should
gamble.
end. It's simple.
And if it didn't pan out,
That is how you should end an evening.
like you have concerning hygiene habits. Suddenly, I'm less interested. Sorry.
it wasn't a deal killer for me that people I've been with are into that. It's just I can't be included in that. So for me, that's not the end of the world. But like afterwards, I will say this: a few weeks later,
Yeah, but what if she's a busybody and has multiple appointments in a day?
yeah,
Like, what if
I'm
she's
getting to
likes
that.
to be peed on and you're the appointment number 2?
There's a follow up on that. So a few weeks later,
Oh.
I was doing what I tend to do: get very drunk, and she constantly kept me in the bedroom, plying me with more beer. And I kept on going, okay, I just need to go to the toilet real quick. And she's like, no, just keep having a bit more, a bit more. And eventually it clicked, and I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
that's
not
super
gonna do
weird.
it. I'm not gonna do it. You know that, right? And I pushed her aside in the way that said, like, no, this isn't fun. This is kind of creepy. She was trying to get my bladder to overflow, so I'd be like,
Kinda?
fuck it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a netty no-no
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, okay. All right. In that situation.
Yeah, and if a chick did some
that
shit
might
like
end
that
it.
to, oh, yeah,
She's
if that
just
situation were
feeding
flipped, y'all would
me.
be so demonized.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
She's like feeding me beverages, and then she's like laying on the bed with her mouth open, and like, I know what you're trying to do. Like,
Now, I was taller than fuck, so there was no way she could stop me from leaving the room. But let's just say
she's
that
laying
did...
on the bed with her
I
mouth
was
open. He's like,
side-eyeing her for the
you
rest of
want
the
some
night.
more
Like,
Gatorade? You're like, I don't want any more Gatorade. You're like, here,
it was
here's a jug of
feeding.
Gatorade.
It was
I'm
literally
done.
It's the one
feeding
thing to have
porn.
see. This is like it's one thing to bring it up, right? But like,
Yeah.
have you no shame, right? Like, I guess not. Like, you just be like, hey, this is the thing I want to do. But like, if somebody says no to like try and trick them, like
She thought I'd be
that's
so
some
drunk.
crazy on
You know,
another
in the
level.
feeding
That's
in my
like
mouth.
crazy eyes, red flag in the
Yep.
fucking color guard. Like, you walk on that one.
Oh, thanks to her, I know
like-
what donkey punching is as well, because we watched the film and then she wanted me to try it, and I'm like, that will get you killed. No.
You know what donkey punching is, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I was not comfy with that. See, I'm a dom, but I'm one of those doms that actually
Do
hate
you know
women.
what a blumpkin is?
Yep.
Yep.
Never wanted to try that, and luckily I've never met anyone who wanted to try it
No.
either.
That was exciting. I want to do a
No
road
bathroom.
right.
No bathroom.
We're gonna do a road blumpkin. All right. I'm gonna be driving.
Is your friend gonna be underneath the fucking seat waiting for it to go?
I got a bedpan in the car.
What kind of truck do okay.
I got a bedpan in the car, and we're ready to go. Okay. Anyway.
I knew this would be fun.
A man's gotta have
Road
dreams.
blumpkin. Yeah.
Sir, you wish to declare Road Blumpkin, respect, brother.
Road blumpkin.
Are you gonna have to go to Amsterdam to get one of those?
You
You have to
set
go
it
on
up
the
way in
auto. You've
advance.
not lived until you've been on the autobahn driving at 90 miles an hour with someone giving you a road blumpkin. Oh yeah, that's the real.
pull up
That's
in
the
your
real
Mustang.
meaning of Christmas right there.
You pull up in the convertible Mustang, and you're like, "Where's my bitch?" And they bring out another. That's not the bitch I agreed to. What are you trying to pull? Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh.
It's a hell of a bait and switch.
It's a bait and switch. You're like,
It's
Walmart gives better substitutions. I mean, it's one thing to bait and switch, but to not have the same menu. I mean, come on, that's just unreasonable.
So the poppers at the porn theater, right? Okay.
Somehow this is the more wholesome store. Wait,
The theme of the night is poppers.
The poppers at the porn theater, guys cuff these things.
This is
Say
the
that
vanilla
five times
version,
fast.
folks. This is the vanilla version.
Kind of relax their sphincters so they can take more cock up the ass.
Poppers at the porn theater. Poppers at the porn theater. Poppers at the porn theater.
Poppers in the porn. Say it 3 more times, and then like the queeniest
Poppers-
gay guy in the
Poppers
world.
in the
shows
porn
up at
theater.
door. Oh.
Poppers in the porn theater.
Popper in the porn theater.
Here
Pooping
in St.
poppers in
Louis.
the porn theater.
There are several porn theaters here in St. Louis because hey, St. Louis wears its underbelly on the top. Okay, this is St. Louis.
Oh, wow.
What else are you gonna do there? You guys have a big arch, and that's it.
I've been to a lot of cities. Chicago ain't got shit on St. Louis. Okay,
Hey, Chicago's
St. Louis is
got
the birthplace like Chuck
wins.
Berry, Nelly, and Sexy Red. Okay, we know what's going on down here, and we got the most ghetto. Do you know what Chuck Berry did? Holy shit! Okay, holy fucking shit! He was pervy before pervy was pervy. Okay, that guy got around. Okay.
One of those Philly-style murals on the side of buildings just showing him giving people blumpkins. Do
Yes!
tell. We need.
Chuck Berry,
Is this just
right
a
before he
bread
died,
thing?
Yeah,
right before he
just
died,
this has been talking.
they uncovered that Chuck Berry had a shit ton of videos that he had recorded of women in the bathroom at
Oh
my god!
at his restaurant. Okay. Yes. Chuck Berry had a restaurant and he had a video camera in the women's room, apparently.
And women
And
don't
he had a
feel
massive
safe
collection of these
outside.
videos.
Incredible.
Yes.
After
yes.
all the effort
And-
us perverts go in to make sure they're seen.
And this had to come right at the end of his life, too. He was an old man when this information came. Ruined his reputation right before he died. He could have just croaked before we found out about his weird video
Yeah,
obsession.
like honest people, like Jimmy Savile.
Or we could have found out, like, a year after it started and just not. Ugh. People are so
Chuck
gross.
Berry, it is gross. It's on the toilet. It's toilet stuff. What?
Well,
Chuck
when you're
Berry?
rich, I guess like you have like very little things that are like taboo for you, and
That's
like
the thing I was just
I don't
thinking.
know.
Like, does
True.
money?
I mean,
I
it's
know
true.
money takes away your soul,
George-
but does it also replace your sex
Oh,
drive
yeah.
with something else? Because it seems
It's like
so
George
many-
it
Michael,
replaces your
right?
mind with something else.
George
Yeah.
Michael got arrested in like a public restroom
That's
with
right, he
some
did.
guy for anonymous gay sex. I'm like, you're George Michael. What the fuck are you doing in a public restroom?
He liked the, if I remember right, he liked the sort of danger that came with it. It felt more
I
real.
guess so. That's
I
got to be
mean-
part of it, you know.
So did
That's legit, though.
Freddie Mercury. Hell, that's how he got his death killing thing that killed him with death.
Like that's the thing. Guys are weird. Guys are sick. You don't know what's
and
up
girls
with guys.
fucking aren't.
Well, okay, but in a different kind of way. There aren't like ladies clubs like we have gentlemen's clubs.
There is.
Yeah.
There is. In Japan, there is.
Like,
Host clubs.
there
In
aren't
Japan, there are.
porn theaters for women. Really, there's not. Women don't want to just jerk off in a
If
booth.
the women who go to like nudie clubs here all go to the same one, and it's filled with gay dancers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're not like you can see
was
dudes dancing,
Yeah.
but like they're not dancing for your team.
That's
I know.
no woman I've ever met gives a single fuck if the bod that they're
Well, I
jacking
would
it to
say
is
the same
straight
about
or
Magic
single.
Mike is completely made up. I've never
Oh, I
seen
would
these
say the same
shit for
about the
real.
female
There's like
strippers
straight
go
dudes
to-
dancing.
Wouldn't you?
What, you
wouldn't
think
say
they're
the
all
same
playing
about
for
a
the
lot
other
of-
team?
Yeah, that a lot of the female strippers are lesbians.
Are they?
No,
They
most
I
like
knew a lot of
maybe
strippers
I
growing
like
up,
some.
and none of them
Some
were
are
lesbians.
I guarantee you some are
but
lesbians.
you know,
Especially the ones that do the
They all
burlesque.
play lesbians so
The
that they
ones
can
who
get
the
more
ones who do
tips,
the
but
ones who
are
do
they
Right.
burlesque.
lesbians?
well, I mean, they brought a lot. I've known several strippers that were, in fact, lesbians. They lived together. They both stripped, right?
Right on.
Yeah, fair play.
And
Double your pleasure, double your
they,
fun.
it wasn't
Double
like
your
they didn't.
paycheck.
They still had like guys. They had like sugar daddies, and that's what a lot of guys are. Yeah,
Oh God.
you know. I can tell from that, like But I mean, there's guys with more money than they have social skills. And that's what.
100% true.
That's
We were
the
talking about
truth.
the AI shit
Isn't
earlier.
that the truth?
Yeah.
It's like all those
What's
stories
that?
when Elon came out, where he was like fucking, he was sobbing at a girl to
No,
give her a fucking
he's not
horse.
fucking. Elon is not fucking. He is inseminating women.
No, you misheard me. I was telling the story about how he was like fucking crying at a girl, saying he'd buy her a fucking horse on his plane if she touched his dick. He was not even. He was one of the wealthiest people. Now he is the wealthiest fucking person in the world, and he's so pathetic that I think even Cobes has more skill around women than he does. Like.
Oh my God, I could be 3 days without food and I would still tell that motherfucker no. That is so gross and desperate.
It is, and he's so rich and powerful, and he's sobbing like a fucking baby. Like, what the
That would just
fuck?
make it worse. I'd be like, please
Right?
stop, bro. Yo, stop.
Yeah.
It's like you find people who are wealthy and they're like they probably do fuck on the side, but they don't fuck in any really weird ways. They just might have like a mistress or a second family or something. That's shitty, but that's grounded. And then you get people like fucking who was the one who was just got out of court? Was it P Diddy with all the parties? Was P
Yes.
Diddy? Yeah.
Yeah, the oil parties.
Yeah.
The freak offs.
The freak offs. That's what they were called. What the fuck? Like, if I was wealthy, I would openly just say, hey, I'm not going to get married. Instead, I have no problem having a couple of girls who just live with me. You know what we're going to do? Mostly just keep to our own business. But when we fuck, we're just gonna fuck. That's it. And then we're going to go back to our daily routines. You're not my girlfriends.
Well,
You're your own
I mean,
agents.
that sounds good, but you see, there was a situation like that where there was a sit around, do a lot of cocaine, and have live with some porn star Charlie Sheen. I'm talking about Charlie Sheen.
Okay.
What was Charlie Sheen? What did Charlie Sheen do?
He went crazy because he couldn't handle his fucking coke.
He has AIDS, and he was fucking a lot of people. He gave a lot of people AIDS. You know.
And that was because of
Such
bad
an
judgment
asshole.
Yes.
caused by drugs.
And he was spending his millions on prostitutes. You remember Heidi Klum, the famous mistress, the madam? They opened up her little black book of celebrities,
I
right?
remember.
It was similar to the Epstein files, like who's on in her black book, right? Well, they opened it up and they just found pages and pages of Charlie Sheen. It was mostly just Charlie Sheen. Like some other celebrities that aren't as big, you wouldn't recognize their names, and Charlie Sheen, right? Now, Charlie Sheen, I think, has a problem.
Oh,
Right.
Tad. Yes, I think that's fair to say.
and I'm sure he fucks. Okay, I'm sure he fucks, but you will get AIDS. You will get AIDS. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
But,
Like, even if he didn't have AIDS, like, I wouldn't felt safe if I was a woman around him. He'd just go off the fucking edge. You know, like, that's like hell. Forget money. Just drugs will fuck you up to such a degree that whoever you were before will have to have a caveat. Oh, he just drinks a bit. Oh, he just does a little heroin. You know, like it's a caveat that you can do without in your life. I know so many really cool people whose lives were ruined because of one drug or another, and that to a degree includes myself with my drinking. I do enjoy a drink to this day, but I've scaled it back. And just the sheer amount of money I have, how much weight I've been losing, how much happier I feel. But at the same time, I love to go on a fucking not a bender, at least one night at once in a while out and just have a lot of fun. And I don't know why someone needs to constantly add on to that. Like, oh, getting shit faced isn't all that important. You know what I want to do? I want to do fentanyl. Let's just bump it up to fucking 11. Why? To
Yeah.
what end? Are you know you're not gonna have a good time. You're just gonna get hooked. Like it's just a
Oh no,
strange
yeah,
thing.
I know, I've known some bitches hooked on not just fentanyl, but the combination of fentanyl and meth.
Jesus, how did they even walk?
That's worse than an 8 ball. An 8 ball is cocaine and heroin,
Oh
right?
God,
But we have fentanyl and meth is that's even worse.
this is
That's even
actually getting
worse.
my
But
anxiety going a little just thinking about all the horror
yeah,
stories I've seen. Dublin had a bad problem with needles back in the day. Now it has it with pipes, but it's the same principle, and you can still see the same results. It's fucking, and I know. Here's the thing: no one starts out trying to be a fucking crackhead. No one thinks, well, I'm 16 years old in primary life. I'm gonna put this needle in my arm because good things can only follow. No, they're hiding from something. You can say that with any addiction.
it
Gambling.
accumulates. It becomes an accumulative thing. You
Hmm.
know, you start off a little bit, you start off with a little bit more, and then you do a little bit more.
Hi, Gage.
And you start off doing it socially because you have friends that are doing it, and then you start doing it on your own, nobody around, right?
Yeah.
And then it becomes a private, personal thing, and then the sky's the limit. Who knows how far you're going to go once it becomes something secret, and then you're ashamed of it.
My dad was terrible with alcohol because he stopped drinking publicly. He stopped going to pubs, and he said, "Oh, it just costs too much to go," which he wasn't wrong. Even back in those days, the money for a pint was getting over ahead. But he just wanted to sit in front of the TV and have a conversation with the TV while shit faced on Southern Comfort every single day. And after a certain point, it wasn't pleasurable for him. I could see it, but he didn't want to stop, and if he did, it was overwhelmed by just, I'm going to keep on doing it. Same things happened with Cobes. The state of him, and especially since Ozzy died. Jesus, I can't imagine what that's going to be like the next couple of weeks. Um, uh, Speaking of, though, little bit of an announcement. We might be having Cousin Matt in on Sunday for Bearded Ramblings, and he might be in a very specific location related to Cobes. Mm.
Oh,
Oh, I'm not saying any more than that because he doesn't quite know himself, and I'm not going to spoil something that might turn out not to be true. But
okay.
at the very least, he is checking in because we're all a little bit worried about him with Ozzy passing. But that's all going to be resolved with the drink because he's not even doing Duster anymore. It's just Everclear. He's downing Everclear in like huge quantities, and like Everclear is what, like 90%. Like fuck's sake! What should
Yeah, I don't
this?
know what it is.
Yeah,
Really high, really
fucking
high.
mental. He's
It's
down.
super flammable as far as alcohol.
First time I ever had it was a Marine friend in New Jersey, and he didn't have it for drinking. He used it to do fire tricks out of his mouth with.
Yeah,
Ugh. I don't know. Addictions are by default hell, but there's addictions and then there's fucking addictions.
yeah. Right. See, like a sex addiction is manageable, right?
Mm.
You have a sex addiction, like I just masturbate constantly. Okay, that's not so bad. I
What's
guess
that?
that's not an expensive habit.
No, well, no, but it is. Oh, did you ever see the film Don Juan?
Don Juan.
No, Don John. It's a bit hard to say, but it's about a sort of like a New Jersey sort of like a, sort of the situation from Jersey Shore, that sort of dude, Italian American guy, and he's always getting on with the ladies, but he meets a girl, falls in love. She does something to fuck with his mind, and he just falls prey to porn addiction until he thinks porn the worst type of porn too, like brazzers and shit like that. Over the top, ridiculous gonzo lens. That
Wait.
sex and
Is
that's
this
relationship. And
Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
I know Scarlett Johansson's in it.
But the main character is Joseph Gordon-Levitt, right?
Maybe, maybe.
I think so because he directed this movie.
Okay. But that
So
deals with
he
porn.
started it and directed it. And yes, you remember Scarlett Johansson in the movie because she's smoking hot.
She's meant to be. She glows in the club scene. She actually radiates from all the toner and shit she's got on. But that's intentional. She's
Yeah,
meant to be an object.
but she doesn't like his interest in porn,
That's
right?
right.
But then he meets an older lady played by Susan Sarandon,
Mm-hmm.
who does like the porn.
But she's had real relationships and he hasn't, and she teaches him how to be basically intimate rather than just fucking.
That's right. And Susan Sarandon is one of the hottest older ladies.
She is.
I think she just keeps getting hotter.
Mm-hmm.
She's hotter now than she was when she was in Rocky Horror Picture Show. Okay.
I don't know. I've always there are women out there that kind of like fall off. Others do. Most women I know don't. If they're really
Look,
really good
look.
looking,
The,
they don't fall
and
off.
it has to do with the work they get done.
Well,
Because you've seen what Madonna looks like, right?
yeah.
Now, Sharon Stone, I'm like, Sharon Stone looks great. And so I was like, if Madonna didn't get a lot of work done, she might look like Sharon Stone because Sharon Stone looked a lot like Madonna when they were younger. So and I felt this, and when the Madonna did her tour recently, and everybody was talking about how weird she looked, I looked it up, and guess what? Sharon Stone, Madonna, almost exactly the same age.
Yeah. Damn.
They're almost exactly the same age. So yeah, if she didn't get all that work done, she should be looking like Sharon Stone right now.
Well, age isn't the
Right?
only factor. I mean, lifestyle and shit like that. But yeah,
No.
I get what you mean.
Age, lifestyle. I think they've had similar lives. You know what I mean?
Mm.
As far as both being in the public eye and also dating major celebrities, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we had like a portal to an alternate reality. You'd be correct. So what I was thinking of that would also fulfill that role as well would be Sigourney Weaver. I think she looks fantastic no matter what.
Sigourney Weaver looks great. She does. But there's something special about Sigourney Weaver.
There's something ethereal about her.
Special.
My God. Um, in the I had the DVD of the Aliens movies, the quadrilogy, the four movies, and each one came with a director's behind the scenes little side disc, and there's one where they were gonna have a scene of her. Sigourney was gonna be naked, and you could see everything, and she was gonna come out of this weird cocoon, and they were trying for that, and apparently was her idea as well. And she kind of like there's this test one where they made it out of gauze, and she very slowly, like a cocoon, breaks free of it, and you can see her titties, and it's really nice, and she there's something really. I think she was the one who suggested an alien resurrection to make her sensual, because Ripley wasn't that sensual in the other films. She was all businesslike and like obviously military mode because, well, yeah, she's got PTSD like fucking crazy, wouldn't you? Like she doesn't have time to be all pretty and shit. Um, it's just I really liked her. She's always stood out, and I think she was the first time I ever liked someone who wasn't traditionally good looking.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Like she wasn't dolled
Oh
up
yeah.
to the nines.
No, but she can. She can be done up when she wants. Right.
Raisin, you're being awfully quiet here. All's good.
She's doing something.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
If
I don't have the
she's
chat up
good,
here.
if she has, If she's not talking, she's got something important to do.
Aye.
She's a woman.
She got wet. What
Women,
woman's
women have more
run
important
the
business
world?
to do than us dudes.
Talking about. Talking about.
Now, what do I got to do? I got to play some videos. I got to eat some potato chips and probably jerk off. Those are the important things I'm going to do. You know,
Most men eat hot chip, jack off to hot girl, play hot video.
that is what we do. You know,
It's what we fought in the gender wars for. It's what Trump gave us.
yeah.
This is the ultimate victory over the wokes.
See, women, they're doing important things. You know what I'm saying? She's when a woman bathes herself, it's an
Okay.
important thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
I agree.
there's a lot going on. Just her getting in and out of whether it's a shower or a tub, that she's doing a lot more than a guy does. A guy just gets in there, turns it on, stands there, spits on the floor, kind of punches the wall, then rubs his asshole a bit, and then gets out of the water. That's what you do,
Oh
right?
come on! You don't open your mouth up like a trash can and let the shower water come in for a little bit. I do that. Ah.
But women, they're like cleaning. They clean their pits. They clean their under areas. They not only clean, they deodorize and moisturize and like
I
moisturize.
moisturize mostly because
What the
all the
hell is
women
that?
I moisturize. I use Dove, and everyone then says I shouldn't use Dove because it makes your skin dry. And I'm like, my skin is now softer than it ever was since I started moisturizing. But for years I didn't until my friend Feel Good, who you'll probably see one day because we have her on the show, was shaving my chrome dome because she has a very good razor at her place. And she was shaving my skull, and she's like, "Oh my god, why is your skin so dry?" And I'm like, "Because I'm bald." She's like, "No, it's because you don't moisturize. When was the last time you moisturized?" I'm like, "I don't moisturize." And she was flabbergasted, and I felt self-conscious, and I started moisturizing, and I'm glad I am. I feel soft now, without losing my masculine edge.
I'm naturally kind of greasy, so I'm I'm all moist already. I'm
You
already plenty moist.
you
I don't
produce
have
your own
arthritis.
lubricant.
Yeah, yeah. I am. I produce my own lube. Um,
You should
I excrete lube. Right. I'm
you,
pretty slippery.
you should
So
bottle it and sell it like Belle Define in her bathwater.
yeah, yeah, and it's got all my pheromones in it, right?
Oh shit! Watch out, tactical soap. We got a challenger here. Teddy's what would you call it? Teddy's
My natural
musky
panty dropping
smells.
it is my exclusive panty dropping pheromones, right? Okay.
Teddy's exclusive panty dropping pheromones. So that would be TEPP. Tip.
Yeah.
Your
So
tip.
we got and I could bottle that, but I don't know. I don't know. Some guys can't handle when the chicks drop their panties and jump on them, right?
Right.
You might be, who knows where you're at. You'll be at Walmart or at the gas station, and then lady will run over
Damn.
and start sucking your dick while you're pumping gas. You're like,
Walmart
whoa, what's
Walmart
going on
girls ready to suck you off would be remember that Walmart coloring book, The People of Walmart? Yeah,
here?
imagine some of the girls out of that getting a whiff of
Yeah,
some of Teddy. You're gonna be rushing back to your car as quickly as possible. You won't even be picking up your groceries. Fuck it, we'll go to Target. I don't care. Just can't start the engine.
yeah. Target's better. We're better off at Target. Yes, I'd much rather be attacked by Target employees than the Walmart employees.
Yeah, some of them. Um,
Yeah.
I found anytime I went to Target over Walmart, I always found that Target had more gay guys. By
Yeah.
a good more degrees. I don't know if that's a universal thing, but I've been going to Targets all over America, and that was just a trend I spotted. Walmart's, Walmart's. I had a weird habit of seeing the kid who was with their dad the day they were buying their first hunting shotgun. That was creepy because they were usually like 12, and it was like a
Yeah.
really big moment for them. And I'd just be looking there as a European, like, wow, you guys got problems. You guys got some fucking problems.
We got guns. We got hunting stuff.
You gotta kill something, son. You gotta fucking
It's a
kill.
big department, right? In Walmart, every Walmart has multiple aisles of hunting related bric-a-brac,
Oh,
camo crab,
Sent me
tent
a discount
crab,
link
sorry.
to
Sorry, go on.
all the camping crap, because the camping's a big deal, especially if you're going to kill something while you're out there. Yeah, we're going to kill something. We're going to go bow hunting with a bow and arrow, right? And I always thought that hunting was a thing where they actually went out and you broke out your binoculars and like, I see a deer way over there, and you like creep over to the deer and you like have to chase the deer down or something like that, right?
Mm.
And that's what I see depicted in the movies, even, right? Hunters are like walking around looking for deers
They
and
go up
stuff,
to
right?
they go up to trees, don't they? And they just kind of wait it out.
Sometimes, but a lot of the times they will put up a little tent and cover it with shit, right? And then they will. Here's what they do. You ready for this? They have a plastic deer decoy that they plant in the ground. It's a plastic deer. It just looks like a deer. Then they spray a bunch of deer scent, right? And then they blow a little horn. Sounds like a deer call. Right? Okay. And then some deer will hear that and smell the scent of pheromones, right? It's like a female deer, a deer, a female deer, right? And then along comes a buck, right?
Ready to
And the
fuck.
reason deer season is when it's deer season is because it's breeding season. And so they just sit in the bushes and wait for a buck to walk up to their plastic deer that they've set up and shoot it. Just shoot it. And it's the same way they do everything. Turkey hunting. Set up a plastic turkey, spray some turkey thing, go, and then just sit there and wait for a turkey. Same thing with ducks. Put some duck decoys, float them out in the water, right? And then go and wait for some ducks. There's no going out and getting these animals. You sit and you fucking wait. Hunters, that's so lame. You're not hunting.
Right.
You're luring them over with like, you're luring the, because the seasons follow their mating rituals.
Yep. And I knew a guy up in what was the state? Fucking Indiana, and he used to go out with his family, and they would hunt like up in the trees and all that shit. But yeah, they would lure them out with the fucking stairs and all that, and then take pot shots.
Right. So they, instead of being buried, they climbed up in a tree. Maybe those guys will have the like zip, right?
Yeah. And they'd have like the hunting dogs. They'd also set up like the skinning little shacks. So
that's even worse. The fox hunting and quail hunting and whatnot, when they get on the horses with the dogs and stuff, right?
Mm.
They release the fucking fox.
Yep.
They release the fucking fox and
they
chase
never
it the
flushed
fuck
it out.
out.
The whole point of fox hunting was to stop them from attacking farmers, which fox hunting does not do in the slightest. Farmers do have to deal with foxes, but the easiest way to resolve that is just to put like this sort of repellent around the chicken coops at night, and maybe have a dog. Because dogs, unless you have like a fucking like chihuahua, a dog will always win over a fox. Foxes are scrawny little things that don't want to fight. You might get fucked over with a badger. Badgers are pieces of shit. I love them to death, but they will fuck you up, and they carry rabies. But neither here nor there. Point is, fox hunting is pure dog shit. It is pure awful, and it would the thing was they would always have to result in a fox being killed. So if the fox got away, the fops on the back of the fucking horses would just release another fox, and then the dogs would maul that to death, so they could then get the foxtail and bring it home. It's so needlessly cruel.
Yeah.
Same with a lot of
For the rich thing, and like here, I heard the story. Vice President to George Bush, Dick Cheney,
oh yeah.
shot a guy on a hunting trip. You heard
Yeah.
about this?
Oh god, yeah, that was the news for like a fucking month. He shot him with a crossbow, didn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah. And so that's when I found out that they released some quails, and then they go after the quails.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, what? You don't just find some quails? No, he's he's the vice president. He's not. This is just some. It's not real hunting. We're just
Same with
releasing a
fishing.
quail and we go
A
choose
lot
it.
of fishing areas are around here are fishing
Yeah,
areas that were intentionally set up for tourists. They're not natural fish that float around this part of the Shannon.
right. They
They're just.
suck up a bunch of fish from somewhere else
Mm-hmm.
onto a truck and then dump the fish into the lake so that people can fish.
That's
They
right.
put fish for people to catch
And of
because
course,
it's a touristy thing.
they're
You know,
invasive, like what happened up in Chicago with the fucking catfish that just got so big by eating the other fish that they bred so much that they started to clog up the outlet valves of like the water treatment plants and shit. I've seen it's absolutely. I think if you remember, I don't know if you know her, Fit and Curvy. She showed us footage of that because she worked with waste management, and it was just like a drain of just dozens, if not hundreds, of fish that were all just crammed in there because had become invasive, and the only reason they were brought in there was because people wanted to fish catfish. So someone had the great idea to bring them into an area on one of the Great Lakes, and now they're a fucking invasive species. It's so fucking stupid. We ruin everything we fucking touch. Sucks.
yep, yep. And Trump wants to start chipping away at our national parks and shit.
I saw you guys left. You left UNESCO. You left the world, the heritage sites from the UN. Trump
Wow.
pulled out of that. Yeah. So that means the Grand Canyon isn't protected by anything other than the whim of whoever wants to protect it.
The Grand Canyon. Now that's the big one. See that's the thing. They're not going to go after the big ones. Everyone's going to be able to see it coming and raise a big stink and be like, don't go after our Grand Canyon, right? Don't go after Yellowstone. You know,
Uh,
Yellow Park.
what's the name?
He's not going to go after Mount Rushmore,
Well,
where they
Mount
carved
Rushmore is.
president heads in the side of a mountain.
Yeah, they're never
That's not where it's
touching
going.
that. No.
You will see the little ones, all the little ones in between,
Mm-hmm.
shut down or cut or whatever.
Oh god, the
There's so many.
Anasazi lines. I'm calling it now. They're gonna find oil or fucking cobalt underneath the Anasazi lines and just get rid of them. Or the Pueblos out there in the southwest. They're gone. Oh shit, Hawaii. Hawaii's already suffering so much with the invasive birds and the like. Can you imagine what the fuck and the house cats too?
And this is being pushed by conservatives because there is a lot of important stuff that's on privately owned land.
Mm-hmm.
There are these caves that have cave paintings that are on privately owned land. So you've never seen any videos about it. They haven't made any National Geographic videos about these cave paintings, but from what we understand, they might be some of the oldest in the world,
Mm-hmm.
which really changes the dynamic because here in Missouri is pretty far into the country of a place that supposedly, when these paintings were done, shouldn't have had any people in it, right?
Oh yeah.
Didn't everybody come from somewhere else?
The
How are these cave paintings that fucking old? but it's on privately owned land, so scientists haven't even really been able to take a look at it. Okay. That's just the case. It's
Well,
just
if
the
it's on
case.
private land,
And
they might be safe from like getting
no,
drilled and
no,
shit.
we've already the cave is full of graffiti and stuff. People have already been fucking it up.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
Just because it's privately owned doesn't mean that people aren't getting into there, or even the people who own the property. I don't even know. We don't know because it's privately owned. It's not public land. The places that we have done a lot of archaeology is stuff that's been set aside for that. The fact is, there were dinosaurs everywhere, you know,
Mm.
and there's the potential to find bones anywhere. But there are particular places that are reserved for these kind of things because they found a lot of, well, they found a bunch of particular species. Like there's a pterodactyl area because, all right, understand, pterodactyls weren't everywhere. Wherever there were pterodactyls is probably only a small area. They didn't go to Canada, they didn't go to Mexico, they were just here. That's where the pterodactyls were, you know, because you think about it. At one time, there was only one strawberry,
Yeah.
right? And then we picked it, we replicated it, we made those berries bigger, we bred them so it had even bigger and bigger berries. But at one time, there's just one strawberry plant. It's like anything else.
Want to get wild?
There's,
More wild than that? The tomato is related to the nightshade family. Somebody spent
yes,
generations, the same with oranges, generations turning a unedible poisonous plant into something that was tasty and then kept on going with it. Like it's
same with strawberries.
yep.
Strawberries are also nightshades.
Uh,
Strawberries are nightshades, and they are same as tomatoes and
Potatoes are fucking like. Have you ever seen a natural looking potato on the slopes of the Andes? They don't look like
yeah,
anything, and they're
and
poisonous too.
natural carrots are like tiny and black.
Yep.
Right. Um, the the whole thing with the yams versus sweet potatoes. You heard about this?
Uh, keep
Um,
going, and I
there
might.
some things called yams are actually sweet potatoes, and some things called sweet potatoes are actually yams. Now, this debate's been going around for a while, but it was further complicated by Ellen DeGeneres, who did a bit on her show where she, right around Thanksgiving, she did a bit about how what you think are yams are sweet potatoes and what you think are sweet potatoes are actually yams, right?
Mm.
But she was wrong. She had it backwards.
Oh
Okay,
shit! So she muddied the water.
she did. She muddied the water as far as what people believe. You know what I'm saying?
What was the name of that
It's
guy from New Zealand? He was like he's like a Christian comedian, and he thought he could prove God by a banana, thinking that bananas were
Ray Comfort.
naturally. Yes, I remember. The Bible Reloaded broke down his video back in the day because he thought that they were
And
naturally like that.
Thunderfoot was on his nuts too. Thunderfoot was all over Ray Comfort. Who's Ray Comfort? Oh my god, oh my god, Thunderfoot hated that guy. Um, and the actor, what was his name? Kurt Cameron. Kurt
Yeah, Kirk
Kurt.
Cameron saves Christmas. Fuck yeah.
I did not see that, but I saw people do videos about it, so I feel like I saw it.
Cinema Snob. I saw. Yeah, I saw him review it, and I.
It's not. And for what they say, it's not very long. It's like 45 minutes. It's
Yeah,
barely feature length,
I
and
I
it's
was in the
basically
states to see it on billboards, like at local theaters and shit. Obviously, I didn't go in to watch it. I wasn't going to spend fucking cinema money to go and see a Kirk Cameron film. Fuck that noise. But yeah,
yeah,
it's pretty short, and it's pretty much a mixture of dog shit and bad editing. And at one point, Kirk Cameron does the worm. So yeah.
At
Um,
one point, he does the worm.
oh, they have a cutback to the real Saint Nicholas, who beats the living shit out of Arius, who was a if you know anything about early Christian schisms, be big shock if you did, and wouldn't be that shocked if you didn't. But
Mm.
he went off and he formed Arianism, not
Ugh.
Arianism, different thing, but he went
Okay.
off and at a big conclave, the emperor was trying to get the Christian groups to get together. The original Saint Nicholas came in, and he was like believed in the Pope and all that shit. The what would become the Catholic Church. He was so angry at Arian that he took his fucking staff and started beating the living shit out of him. And that guy went on to become Santa Claus. Okay, sure, early Christians, sure, that works. But yeah, Kirk Cameron shows that entire scene. He recreates it. And it's brutal because I think he's trying to show how cool Christians are. And I'm like, yeah, maybe back when they were all covered in shit and like believed what they said, there might have been a level of coolness to them. Ain't now.
Yeah, and Santa Claus is basically the most secular character we have in current culture. I don't care what was historically. That's not what we have. Drinking Coca-Cola on posters around the holidays.
Right?
That's not what we have. You know, whether he did or didn't, he was a big, like, scary guy. He's not. He is cuddly and adorable. Right?
He
What
is
our
on the
vision of
side
Santa
of a
Claus.
truck and he's telling you the holidays are coming. Holidays are
Yeah,
coming.
that is not what we
Holidays.
got. You know, Saint Nicholas,
Yeah.
whatever.
The
Santa Claus.
Santa Christ is just he's just perfect as a corporate mascot, and the Japanese know this, and they feel oddly conscious about it. And then they talk to Westerners, and they're like, "Oh, you guys invented him being a tool of marketing, so we don't feel so bad about it." And they should. They shouldn't feel so bad. He's he is the ultimate example of taking something that once might have meant something and then slapped a logo on it. In this case, Coca Cola. It's fine. I mean, you
It's
could have a
fine.
wider conversation about like fucking capitalism, sure, but whatever makes kids happy, sure, fuck it.
I see. Okay, there is a editorial cartoonist named Thomas Nast who, well, in addition to doing editorial cartoons, he also did children's illustrations, children's books, stuff, which is very common that both of those things are done at the same time. Dr. Seuss initially was an editorial cartoonist before he got into
He was,
children's
and he
literature.
had one hell of a dirty mind too.
Yeah, you probably seen some of his early work, Dr. Seuss, right? Before World War II, he was warning people about Hitler and stuff like that. Dr. Seuss, I tells you. But Thomas Nast is credited with creating our modern image of Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, and our Democratic donkey and Republican elephant.
Nice. Well, no,
So he
well, I don't
depicted,
know.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
yeah, it's respect. It's like you find out all the really interesting stuff made by like Hanna Barbera, or the fucking hell. You know what? He gets a lot of flack, but Walt Disney did have some talent. Not much, and he was swamped. Even back then, there was already a flooded market before he made. I'm talking about early Walt, even before Steamboat Mickey. Um,
yeah,
uh, um,
yeah, yeah.
like he had
I mean,
he had the
it
basics
was it
down.
was it was technology that allowed them to sell and
Mm,
have to draw the whole thing. Then somebody came up with clear, transparent, material that you could draw on and then put it on any background. That was
cells.
technology,
Yep.
you know, and color film, just being able to shoot with color film, stuff that couldn't be done before that. I mean, and you find that these talents all come from the same place. Like the guy who invented the chipmunks, you know who the chipmunks are. It's just like a
I
sped up
was a kid in
song.
the 90s. I know who the fuck the Chipmunks were.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that guy who invented the chipmunks prior to putting out some chipmunks albums, which included the Christmas time is here, song. Um, Before that, he also did the I told the witch doctor, he told me what to do.
Who?
Ching ching, walla walla bing bang. It was the same guy. He sped it up in other things. He alone apparently discovered that you can speed up music, right? And so he had done it several times, and the Chipmunks was his invention of turning that into characters, because he already done a couple songs that were hits on the radio using sped up voice, you know. So when I look at some creative stuff, it all comes back to the same thing. You know what I mean? Like Jim Henson is behind so many puppets, right? And it doesn't always say Jim Henson on it.
No. But
You
his
know?
effect goes even beyond that. Like Industrial Light and Magic needed the Henson Company because it was the only people
Yes.
who would come close. That and Pinewood, the people who made the James Bond films. There hadn't been films like 2001, Aliens, fucking the first Star Wars. But there had been things that kind of approached it from more traditional stuff like Hitchcock and the like. So they'd go out and they'd reach
And,
out to them and they'd ask them for help and ideas and they just expand on it. And that's why, like, especially with Jim Henson, when it comes down to like a lot of what he created, it then inspired other people to go on. Like the torch was
and not
passed.
just that, but they got those people together. You've seen there's a documentary about Jodorowsky's Dune, an
Yes.
unproduced Dune from the 70s. While working on this film that didn't happen, he brought in H.R. Giger,
Mm-hmm.
right? And H.R. Giger did a bunch of drawings of weird creature designs and spaceship designs for Dune. And while he was working on that, he started talking to this other guy who did creature effects, right? And so, because they worked together on that, they got this bug, they got this itch, and so they were like, we got to work on another. Even though this Dune thing didn't happen, we got to work on something else, and that led them to Alien.
All right. In the same vein, you've seen the. I'm sure I've asked you this before, but you've seen Heavy Metal, right? The animated
Yeah.
movie.
Yes.
Do you remember the space captain being chased through
Yep.
the space station after his
Captain
trial?
Stone.
Yeah, that original script was a very bastardized version of of the Alien script. Because it was somebody in space being chased by a monster. And when I say bastardized, I mean bastardized. But a much more tangible one is that scene that future New York cabbie who finds the hot redhead in his back seat, and he gets involved in this intergalactic drama. Well, that's the Fifth Element, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, like I love these
But also,
threads.
um, the magazine that Heavy Metal is based on,
Mm.
um, Heavy Metal, that's French. It's French, right? And
Oui, oui.
Luc
Hey,
Besson is also French, right?
yeah.
So Luc Besson was definitely influenced by the heavy metal.
We
Definitely influenced. In fact, some of the designs for the movie, he got an artist named Mobius who had illustrated for heavy
I
metal.
know Mobius because Mobius went and did one of the most bizarre games ever put to a PC, The Ring Saga. The two, if you watch Mandalore Gamer, he did a whole thing on it, and it was heavily he made the Ring Saga, which is the story of Sigmund, the
Mhm.
play, Wagner's play, and all that, or Wagner's play, and it was a point and click 90s adventure with that art style, and it is bizarrely beautiful at times. It's so creative, but it's such gibberish to follow. You have no idea what the fuck is going on, and I love it. You don't get no one has the balls to do shit like that anymore. Now it goes in different directions, some of which is pretty great. Like I like a lot of those games that play with your expectations. But in the 90s, people were going like surreal body horror, if you know Phantasmagoria. Um, uh, that was fucking weird. And
Yeah,
what's the other one that I have no
yeah,
mountain
I,
and was
yeah.
I have no mountain and was scream.
Suspiria?
Uh,
Suspiria.
was that a game?
No, I thought you was, no,
There's a
no, no,
movie.
no, no,
Yeah.
movie.
A movie called Suspiria.
No, but the guy
That
who wrote I Know Mountain and Must Scream, he actually directed the game version of that, where he plays the voice of a ham, and you get to visualize just how horrific the fucking story is. Love it, absolutely love it. I don't know how well I'd play it, but I love watching other people play it. It's like an interactive game, an interactive movie that plays out. Anyway, Ray, you doing okay?
Yeah. No, just had a I told you my
Mm-hmm.
pop's car died, and he got a tow to the dealership where
Mm.
they're gonna fix it. But he was sitting there tailgating, waiting for me to pick him up and take him home. So I had to run out, grab him, take him home, and then come back.
That's fair.
Okay.
He's like over 70, man. I can't be leaving him in park.
Yeah, okay. All right. Right. But man, 70. I can't even imagine it. Can't even imagine it.
If we're
Um,
lucky, it'll happen to us.
my mom's 70 now, but I it's a whole different thing. I think when
My mom just
70 when
turned
I was a
70. My
kid,
pops is 73.
yeah. I mean, it's like nobody got that old when I was that young. You know, I think people are getting older than they've ever gotten. Imagine how old Gen Z is going to get. How old are they going to get? You know,
We
when
used to
they're
joke
70,
about
they're going to
that
be looking like they're 50.
when
You know,
we were
I mean, that's not so bad as long as they
yeah.
still can,
no. Well, I tell you,
function and do
I'm
things and live
almost
life.
50. I'm almost 50, and people think I'm in my 30s. So I'm like,
The other thing that would
okay,
suck is like, are
I'll
they gonna
take it.
try and make them like see no work and like that as long as it's just all like extra retirement and like healthy bodied extra
Yeah, they
retirement, that'd
keep
be
pushing the
fantastic.
age of retirement up, just to keep the
If
I
they
know
fucking
because they're
find
population up.
bastards,
tomorrow,
Yeah.
yeah.
slave driving bastards.
Look what's happening in Japan and South Korea. Pretty soon, about 1 in 4 of them are going to be in the nursing careers, looking after the remaining population, who won't be able to pay
Oh, we got a ton
taxes
of that now.
because
But
they're
that's
paying
the
into
thing.
their pension. So
Um,
they're
we
fucked.
have a dying population. The boomers,
Hmm.
they're so fucking. And when they're gone, we're going to see a massive change in the demographics of the country like we've never seen. The throes of the Republican Party
Yeah.
and these other guys, what they're doing right now is pretty much
And the
anything they
Democrat
can.
too. The
Because
Democrats as
in
well.
less than 10 years, they're all going to be fucking dead. I mean,
Hmm.
just the other day, Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne went down. Okay.
Chuck
Uh,
Mangione as well.
My
Don't forget.
Chuck
childhood.
Mangione, fucking, yeah. They're dropping like flies, guys. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's going to accelerate. And we're like, oh shit, what? Like,
I mean, people die. People die all the time, every day, and we don't hear about it. People are also born all the time. We don't hear about it. But when it's someone that we recognize from, especially from our childhood, like when I was 5, I had a Hulk Hogan toy. A lot of people did at my
no,
age.
it's
But
different
Like
though.
yeah,
If
one of those
if they're
cool rubber
really old. I
ones.
mean,
Yeah.
the ones where his arms
everybody
closed in a
knew.
bear hug.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
everybody's sad
Like
about
the wires
Ozzy, but
inside.
nobody's surprised by Ozzy. Ozzy has been looking not
I'm
good
surprised he
for a
lived
while.
that long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
he has been
too.
looking pretty bad for a while. But
Christ.
He's looking rough the last time I saw him at Ozfest. Shit.
Um, I I was back when he was doing the Osborne show. Like even the first few seasons, he was like, hobbling
Yeah, he
around,
looked rough.
like he just
Yeah, that
kept
was rough.
he just kept
Yeah.
on going, and it wasn't always the easiest. But you know, like whatever. Like he left this world a hell of a legacy. And it was true what he said. He could actually handle his drugs slightly better than the average person. They did a test on him, and his blood, he had some sort of enzyme that resisted like the effects of drugs harder than other ones. It still fucked with him. Like your liver is still your liver, but like he'd remember like people ODing while he was making breakfast. Like
Well, I've been alive long enough to see several different eras of Oz,
mm,
right? Back in the day, he was crazy, Ozzy. People, there were so many
giant
wacky
eye
stories.
era Ozzy.
The nightmare Ozzy, who was like the cover artwork on his stuff was always so scary, you know. Well, before that was Black Sabbath Ozzy, right? Black
Hell
Sabbath Ozzy
yeah.
really different, is an entirely different guy. He dressed in whole different things. He had tassels. He was usually wearing white. You know what I'm saying? But then in the '90s there was what I call the No More Tears Ozzy. He cleaned up a little bit, cleaned up his image, right? And started. That's when he started wearing the round sunglasses,
Mm.
and he more took on the idea of being the Godfather of, right. And then by the time he did the reality show, that was like his second or third comeback, you know.
His show was
Uh,
like
He's awesome. He
I
never went away.
yeah
and,
my
and then fucking Gene Simmons did that horrible knockoff of the Osbournes.
everyone did the knockoff. It was a
Literally a
giant
knockoff of the
fucking
Osbournes with the guy from Kiss. Woohoo, woohoo. Yeah.
hell. I've got a 6 degrees of separation between me and the Osbournes. My cousin worked on the first season of the Osbournes on for MTV, and
Oh, for real?
he's the reason why in the pilot their TV wouldn't work. He was in charge of hooking up the stuff to the van, into the all the camera crew shit, and he accidentally hit into their cable and their satellite feed and fucked up their TV. So what was the name of the son? The one with the glasses.
Jack.
Yeah.
Jack. He came into it and was yelling at him, saying like, "Man, we've just fucking moved in. You said this wasn't gonna cause a problem with my family and shit like that." And he was having a field day, and he felt very crestfallen. But you know, he went off. He went to also the Anne Nicole Smith show for a
Yeah.
little bit.
And
So
the whole
he's
thing
doing
with
all
the
right.
show and the fakeness that they had them do their natural selves. They were doing some stuff for the producers.
Oh God, yeah, they got
There was always
scripts.
a conflict between the producers of the show and the family. In fact, the eldest daughter was not even on the show.
Mm.
She was living there, but we never saw her, right?
Yep.
She didn't want to be
She
part
didn't
of it.
sign the contract.
Yeah, she didn't sign the contract. She lived in another, so we never saw her on the reality show.
Nope.
Isn't that crazy? They had more than just the two kids we saw on the reality show. They just didn't want to be a part of the show, and there was always a conflict, you know.
Well, there had to be, right? Because it would be boring just watching them go and like
But,
watching
I mean,
TV for
since then,
hours.
Sharon Osbourne has kind of taken it on herself to be her own star.
Oh,
She's doing
to be honest, she's made more money than I think Ozzy ever did. Just because she invested the
yes,
money
yes.
that
She on the
she got.
View. She was on the Britain's Got Talent.
That's
She's
right.
project.
Doesn't she have her own label?
She always did.
Mm.
She's been producing Ozzy's albums since I think the mid '80s at least,
And then she had become his
and she
fucking.
produces other metal groups at the time. I don't know who, but some.
Yeah, you're asking the wrong guy there. I've never been as big into music as I think I should. As I'm getting older, I'm
I
starting to
got
get into it.
friends that are big metal heads, and they would definitely, but I don't know. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of the metal groups, they all know each other. Guys will jump from one band to another, you know?
So with the passing of Ozzy, a lot of people are very sad. The passing of the Hulkster, less sad, honestly. I like he kind of burned his bridges. He's been a piece of shit for a good few years. Maybe he always was, according to Andre the Giant.
Mm.
And you know, like his politics are bad enough, but you know you can maybe swing past that. But like his
And that's
racism,
not even the fact there either, because he, the moment he showed up at the RNC to be like, "Oh, Trump, I love you, brother," people were like, "Bullshit," because everybody knows, because there's tapes of Hulk Hogan talking crap about Trump.
yeah,
Didn't
and
they
but
didn't
then
get along? They weren't friends.
Republicans don't Republicans don't care
They've
about that.
worked near each other over the years. Trump would owned like events where several WrestleManias took place, but we never saw the two together.
I heard somewhere that Trump was one of the backers of Pastamania, but I don't know how true that is.
I don't believe that. If he was, he would have shown up. He loves showing up stuff.
True, he needs to
And
put.
Pastamania, uh, Ray, you know what that is? Pastamania.
Well, yeah, it was the failed.
Pasta Mania?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Hulk Hogan opened a spaghetti
Here, I'll bring it
restaurant
up on the
called
video.
Pastamania. Are you going to show it on the screen?
Yeah.
Now Pastamania, there was only one location. You know where it was?
It was Vegas, wasn't it?
No, the motherfucking Mall of America, which is in Minnesota.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so the Mall of America had and so it's really just a place in the food court. It's not even a full restaurant. You know what I'm saying? You know what a food court restaurant looks like, right? It's
Yeah.
literally
Here,
the
it's on
kitchen and a
screen.
counter. It's
Apparently,
not a real restaurant.
it was just
So
apparently
there is. See behind
SpaghettiOs.
them? Yeah,
Yeah.
pause right there.
Yeah,
That's
hold on.
it.
I'll go back.
Did you see it? You see they had the marquee up there where, blah blah blah, and there's a counter. This isn't even a restaurant. This is at the Mall of America.
I heard anyone who went in said afterwards it was just SpaghettiOs. That was like it was just like
Yeah, dude.
most generic shit ever. Some of which might have had like a H,
But like I say, you don't even go in. It's just a counter,
right?
along with probably a pizza place and a fucking a taco place. But here, there's a huge crowd because fucking Hulk Hogan's there. Now, what Hulk Hogan says, you probably can't even play this on your stream without getting the copyright.
I was thinking that, so I'm pausing it here.
Yeah,
It
don't
gives us
even bother.
it gives us
Yeah.
everything we need because
Just looking at the marquee though, that's it. We have a picture of Hulk Hogan in the middle, and then a list of the what you got? Bowls of spaghetti. You can get. Oh, you want a bowl of spaghetti? You want a bowl of rotini noodles, or maybe some macaroni noodles? I don't fucking know.
We're at highest. Oh no, we can go full, but I don't know if that can help that much. No, it can't. That's hard to read.
It's shitty old video. But
yeah,
I mean, how many?
That kid in the corner.
Why hasn't corporate America capitalized on the idea of a fast food pasta place? Right? I think I can only think of one, Fazoli, where you can get fast food on the go, or like pasta on the go. Right? It's not a thing. People don't even want it. Who wants this? Who wants a plate of spaghetti on the go?
Right,
Who
in one of
wants
those
that?
little one of those carry out sort of like styrofoam pop pod things. No, like also spaghetti it makes you bloated. You want to sit down. You ever go to an Italian restaurant? You have like a thing of lasagna. You don't want to get up and start walking about after that. So you don't want to forgo spaghetti's.
I mean, it's hard to make it gimmicky. I mean, what do you do? Like, I don't know. Pizza is malleable. You can do a lot with pizza. If it was a Hulk Hogan pizza place, that would make more fucking sense. The fact that it's pasta makes no sense.
he's a fucking like American icon. Why didn't he open a burger joint?
Burger place, or you know what? He's exactly the color of a hot dog. He could sell a hot
True.
dog. Hulk
Hulk,
Hogan hot dogs.
the Hulk
Hulk Hogan
Hogan's
hot
hot
dogs.
dogs.
Let me just
It's
add my arms.
three
Great big
H's.
fat hot dogs.
Hell yeah, that could have worked. You could have had chili dogs. You could have
Hulk
had a
Hogan hot dog.
tie-in with Sega. You
Hulk Hogan hot dogs. Right?
Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan,
You know?
the Hulk Hogan's hot dogs and Sega proudly give you the chili dog supreme, perfect for any
Yeah.
blue
Yeah. No.
hedgehog.
No. He looks further like a hot dog. The more I look at him, he's the color of a hot dog. He's also decorated with red and yellow.
He's
He's
also
covered with
greasy
ketchup
and
and
very
mustard.
fake,
He's all covered in ketchup and mustard. That's his
right?
aesthetic. Is red and yellow. He's ketchup and mustard. Put like
Oh.
a little
Look at us
little
being
green
Captain
on.
Hindsight to fucking Hulk Hogan in the 90s. Like we need, like we
Yeah.
need to be his like
Well,
his future investment advisors. You know, don't make a porn video.
it's too late now. Well, actually, that point very beneficial. He
What?
sued Gawker,
Oh, that's
which
true.
was the website that put out the video of him using the N-word, but Hulk Hogan had already he knew about the tape, and he had already said that he didn't want it out there. They didn't have permission, right? He was able to sue their ass for putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a private video. You know, he
True.
had. You know, it's another thing if he had made a public statement, or if there was a leak or something like that. The leak is one thing, but it was put out by Gawker, and since the leak was from Gawker, he was able to sue Gawker. Gawker was a big website, and he put them out of business. He made so much money after his Gawker
And
case.
he pissed it all away.
I don't know if he did, but he was basically fucking rich then. He didn't have to do much
He
in his
was
last few
rich
years.
before, and he was rich
He
after.
was already rich, but he was so rich. I mean, Google how much Hulk Hogan made off.
All right, give me a second.
Yeah. Google how much he made off. Yeah, Hulk Hogan versus Gawker. How much?
How much did Hulk Hogan weigh? Hulk Hogan sue
Gawker.
Gawker.
And put the word Gawker in there.
There we are.
How much?
Given let's see, Hogan, who was given the name Terry Bolilia.
Yep.
Okay. Sued Gawker, posting edited visit. It's actually saying how much. It's just saying he did it. Let's scroll down and see. Looking for a number, baby, yeah. Road to understanding offensive. MAGA. No, that's it.
God damn it.
Here's the wiki. Sought 100 million. Jury found Gawker Media and awarded 115 million and 25 million in punitive. And immediately Gawker filed for Chapter 11.
Mm-hmm. 100 million fucking.
But Gawker reached a 31 million settlement with him.
Christ.
Yeah.
How the fuck?
This is the world that we
Cray.
And if you, I'm assuming you
Oh my
saw
God.
that. I'm assuming you saw that video as well. He was talking about his daughter when he was doing her. It was fucking weird.
Yes, he was.
Aye. So.
And the Hulk Hogan's last public appearance, he got building.
You cut out there?
Oh, hold on a second.
Ooh.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear it, yeah.
Okay, his last public appearance, he got booed out of the building.
Nice.
It was at one of the WW events. He showed up just to talk about some stuff and promote his new Real American beer. And
Amazing. What
they started
real
booing
shit.
him from the moment he opened his mouth, and they wouldn't stop booing until he left the building.
You see, that's the power of democracy right there.
Yeah, it is.
All
Gotta
right,
do it.
Raisin.
Yes.
Seeing that we've been kind of dominating the conversation, it's about time you pull your weight, young lady. How do you feel?
Well,
You said
I'm
dumb.
actually
I
going
did.
to.
I said dominated. Very, very often.
I am going. I have another show. I'm going to be doing at 10 o'clock.
Ah, so in that case, maybe we
Like
should.
in less than half an hour. So I am going to head out.
Okay.
I'm going to call it night with you guys because I got another show going on. Well, in like 20 minutes.
All right. Well, then you better leg it, sir. Good talking to you.
I bet it.
Thank you for your company. Always a pleasure.
Link in the
Oh
doobly
yeah,
doo.
yeah. Had a good time. You were busy. You had other stuff to do. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect car breakdowns, but I don't know. My hippie
You're a
ass is about
busy
to say
girl.
Mercury retrograde. What are you gonna do?
You're a busy girl. You got stuff to do. Big important stuff.
Big important movie
Important
stuff.
girl.
Move.
Important lady.
Us guys, we
Gotta-
don't have important stuff to do. We ain't saving anybody's life in a parking lot. We're just jerking off.
I look at my phone and there's like 15 desperate messages. Where are you? I was busy, goddammit. I was talking about poppers.
Yeah. Poppers, right. But yeah. Right. I'll be in your DMs later. Send you some.
Nice.
Oh my.
But anyway,
Promises,
I
promises.
bid you good day. Good day.
Get out of here, you
Good
crazy
day.
cookie.
Lady.
Andale.
So long.
Farewell, I'll be to say goodbye. He's quite a character, isn't he?
He is. He's fun. I
He
like
is.
him.
I had a feeling you two would get along really, really well.
Good call.
So I was going to say to you, anything in particular you'd like to bring up or talk about, seeing that we've been controlling the conversation for the whole time, and now you even have more of an open area of platform.
Oh no, not really. My head is like every time it goes quiet in here, I'm like in my head planning like what I'm gonna like do next. It's just moving stuff. Yeah. Even when we wrap up here, I'm gonna head back out and another car load over.
Tell you what, we'll go on. We'll go to the hour, so that way it'll have a nice sort of symmetry to it. So that's like another 20 minutes. But yeah, no, I thought that I was due making a stream that was just gibberish for gibberish sake. And I do appreciate you showing up because I know it kind of got crazy on you really quickly.
Yeah, it just yep. I should have thought better of that with the
You make
moving
plans
thing.
and then what's that old saying? Saying your plans out loud is a good way of making God laugh.
Yeah, it's I just be flexible. I wasn't super worried about it. I just
Well, as long as your
Yep.
dad's okay, that's all that really matters, right?
Oh yeah, well that too. That of course. That's always the way. Things anytime I try to do anything, other things decide they're gonna do things instead. That's my whole life, which is why I just laugh because I'm like, my phone rings with that shit. I'm just like, are you serious right now? Okay, all right, yeah, no, I'll be there.
Do you ever just tell them no? I want to do something else.
Um, yeah, lots, but not generally when I explain to you the situation. I don't.
Oh no! You don't need to get into any
Um.
details like around like that. I'm just saying this in general.
Oh
Like
yeah, all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Not people that I'm actively like. Like it's a different animal when somebody's like. I kind of offer that because he's talking about he's like I don't know man. He was just cussing about how he wanted to like figure out how to put Uber on his phone or whatever, and I'm like sitting here with his second vehicle with all the move stuff, and yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Ah,
Ah,
so do you have any positive plans
hungry.
in the next few days? Like going to see a movie, hang out with friends, go to a
No,
gig?
no, I'm moving. I have to move out by the end of the month. There's no, just moving, and juggling kids, and dealing with my other son's band camp issues, and yep, it's been a week. It's been a week. Yay!
Well, that makes it all the more special that you actually managed to make it here in the first place.
Yeah, that's what I said. Cool.
It won't be a habit of me springing up these random ones. I just thought I was due for something, and you were some of the better choices for this sort of stream. Um, but no, like it's been a fun night. I need to do more of this where I'm just streaming just randomly with people. No particular topic or anything, just gibberish. And to see, especially with like some random ASMR video. Like while we were talking about all sex stuff and all that, there was like videos of bread
Bread, I
playing
know,
and
bread
like
proofing and baking. I saw
a
that.
house being built, a fucking there was we were talking about like gun hunting, and so I had like a videos of like American wildlife up in the background, and it was all over the case. And by the way, those Mountain Dew cans up here on the screen, they look so strange to me because we only recently got Mountain Dew back here in Ireland. It didn't do very well for a lot of years. And when it did, it wasn't in can form. Now it's all in this scrawny thing. But I don't know what this stuff is. It's like pork. It's obviously not pork. They're in fucking Kabul. But oh, I need to start going back on those trips where I'd like just eat. I'm really annoyed we never got to go to as many crazy food places as we thought we would when we were in Philly last. Because yeah, you guys have a lot of options there. But obviously,
Yeah, there's pretty much anything you want to eat.
yeah, I'm not going back to Philly until a certain orange man as bad is out of the White House. Oh Jesus, did you see? He's charging 250 now for anybody who isn't an American citizen to come to America, even on like a visa.
What?
Yeah, it used to be €14, and now it's $250. That's for
Wait, you
tourists.
got charged to come here?
Oh yeah, no. Remember, I used to talk about the ESTA. It would be good for like two
Right.
years. Yeah, that was like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was like €14 to do that, and it would be good for 2 years. Now the ESTA is going to
Right.
set me back 250.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so that's all the more reason I'm not coming back to
Because
America.
Sloth had to get an ESTA to come here too. Well, he already had it,
Mm.
but yeah.
Mine probably ran out earlier in the year, but I'm not going to renew it. Like I am not paying that for to go to an America that every time I go there it gets crappier and crappier when there's so many other places in the world I can go and explore. Like I'm off to Scotland in January. I'm looking forward to that. Going out with Commissar Feelgood. We're gonna get drunk and go to old castles and look at swords and shit. Um, I've been to Scotland. I've never been to Edinburgh, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'm probably gonna go to other places afterwards too, like on the continent. I've never been to Wales. It's like 5 minutes down the road statistically. Might even go back to Cornwall. Go down to the maybe even go over to Devon. That'd be good. I got options now.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. But you know what?
Horses and swords for the win.
So
What are you talking about, Gage?
hmm?
I forget it's-
Oh, Castle and Swords. Oh yeah, for the plan the Scottish trip in January.
I don't know.
So I'm gonna be
You doing anything? Is that what you're doing for your birthday?
yeah, that's what I'm doing for my birthday. Like I said, I'm done with the States for a while, so I've got options. So I might as well start exploring the continent.
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous for other people to come here now.
Yeah, especially one with my history. And I've just openly stated it tons of times before what I think of Trump. Like, people have been iced for less. So, yeah, fuck that noise. Um, but,
Dangerous times.
yeah. All right. All right, I guess I'll just wrap it up here. Link for Teddy's in the doobly-doo, but anyone watching this probably knows that. Raisin, I put your Discord link down there too.
Oh, cool.
And anything you want to promote before we're off?
Huffing bad. Huffing is very bad. Don't do huffing,
is
kids.
bad. Except for oxygen. Take a deep breath in now, and then let it out slowly.
But make sure it's a healthy mixture though. Like, don't be huffing oxygen too much.
Yeah, not just pure oxygen. Christ, you remember that in the 90s, the oxygen bars?
That was the 2000s, wasn't it?
They
Millennial
kind of...
dorky shit.
I think they became like more common in the early 2000s, but I know they started in LA in the 90s as a gimmick for like celebrities. Like, oh, you're so wealthy that
Why
you
did he
can have...
make the tea outside?
I don't know.
I'm like staring at this. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, what is happening? Why did he take it outside just to bring it back in? I thought he was gonna
Why
sell
doesn't
tea
that guy
outside.
get his fucking hair, his what do Americans call them, bangs, his fringe? Why doesn't he get his fringe sorted out? Because
It's fringe.
oh come on, you lived over here. It's fringe. It's a fringe, okay, not bangs. Fucking bangs.
Fringe.
We laugh at bangs. Bangs sound like sex. Bangs.
Fringe sounds like some 70s carpet.
Fringe. I got a bit of shag. And
Fringe
I got a
sounds
bit
too
of
much like minge.
minge. Oh,
Like, does the fringe match the minge?
Oh, that works on a lot of levels, actually. Yeah. Well, hold on. In my case, I have to shave below the equator, and then it will. We need Teddy back for this.
Get that wax kit out.
God. The more I should be watching this video more. Like, every face tells a story. Like that guy there looked like Krendar, but like a very sort of constipated Krendar.
Oh my god, I want one of those chickens right now.
I do. I'll tell you, I haven't had a rotisserie chicken in so long.
Eat that chicken.
I want to fuck with that chicken so badly. I want that with really soft bread.
I have chicken soup that I'm gonna make as soon as we're done.
The closest I have is chicken
I have.
stock.
I already made it. I have to reheat it.
Those chicken. You know, I would risk the Taliban for those chickens right now. Maybe less so for you.
They look
good. Maybe I'll pick up a skewer for you. You can hand back.
I'll just reheat the chicken soup, man. Like,
yeah.
I'm good on the Taliban, man.
I'm good on the Taliban. Hi, can I have some chicken? Easy on the Taliban. Okay, you might replace it with Al Qaeda. No, I'm all right.
No ISIS either. All right.
All right, yeah. Let's wrap this up before Before I break my diet, because god damn it, those chickens, those fucking chickens, man. All right. You all take care, and I will see some of you maybe today. Technically, it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning now. For Final Fantasy 3 over on Twitch. Otherwise, see you here tomorrow for Bearded Ramblings, where hopefully cousin Matt will be joining us from a secret locale. Ooh! All right. Take care.